is just fantastic.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. As the year is winding down, yes, 2023 is coming to a close, we're so excited. We thought it right to visit a topic that I had thought would be enough, but turns out, the moment I uploaded my last video on the subject, something else had to happen, didn't it? So here I am yet again put in a position of, I have to talk about it, because I find this to be quite fascinating. On the face of it, fascinating. Because surely it's just a jerk breh. Before we get to that part, let's go with Irrational Chad, who had tweeted, I'm sure she learned her lesson this time. Retweeting streamer bans, who had tweeted, Twitch partner Asian Bunny X has been banned. The image included by Irrational Chad shows they have been banned and unbanned multiple times, but the banning itself only lasted a day. It's not a ban then, is it? I know people like to change the definitions of words, but in this context, this is not a ban, this is a minor suspension akin to those rather crappy Twitter ones, where you are or were compelled to delete the haram stuff, and then you got your account back. So yes, Asian Bunny, one of the 3 thoughts we've spoken of before for doing these sexually suggestive implied nudity streams and the meta that came with that, and blowback, fallout, whichever you want to call it, found herself yet again getting banned. This was retweeted by BoBlacks, who had said, how is being banned for 1 or 2 days on Twitch even considered a punishment for breaking the rules? If anything, these types of bans are doing the streamer a favour by forcing them to get off their computer for a day and experience the outside world. A very long way of saying, touch grass. I think there's another point here. These bans accomplish nothing because this could fall well within somebody's streaming schedule. Take a day off, okay, I'll make up for it on another day and stream to catch up. Of course, with this type of streamer, vast sums of money is generated per stream. In the case of Asian Bunny and people like Morgpie, thousands were watching them live. You know they're getting bits, you know they're getting donations, you know they're getting subs. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. So losing a day isn't going to hurt them, unlike those that get 1 to 15 viewers. That would hurt someone like myself. BoBlacks did follow this up with, it's time to just delete Twitch, dissolve the company now. Many do believe that this will lead, these new metas constantly creating these loopholes that Twitch have to or will eventually try to plug, to a Twitch-styled adpocalypse. And to be honest, I can see that happening. I can see it happening because many advertisers want cookie cutter, they want PG era WWE, they want to be super friendly and seen as the good guy, when as we all know, advertisers like insurance companies are remarkably predatory. And if you do get bored enough and want to look in a dictionary at the word bully, you will see insurance company, lawyer, people that think Brussels sprouts are delicious, and advertisers, all used as a suitable way of demonstrating the point of what a bully is. Because for a lot of the platforms we use, advertisers have more power than they should. But that's the nature of the business, really, isn't it? It's always a power struggle. In the case of these streamers, I can see it ending one way, but I don't know if Twitch is there yet. Give it more time, and I'm sure something may well happen. But if you do decide to go over there out of curiosity, I stream on Twitch some gaming. Do give me a follow. I'd appreciate it, thank you. Now let's talk about Boogie, because Boogie's the update. Boogie is the prize of this video because it's quite amusing actually what's happened, because Boogie got banned or suspended depending on your interpretation of this. Towards the end of the last video we did on this subject, I showed a clip. In that, Boogie had some JPEG images on the screen acting as censor bars. He then moved them and pulled his pants down. While he is completely naked, his double overhang skin at the front obscured anything. That is a very important point to make because many have latched onto that as validation for him being allowed to do it as he doesn't show anything, and others to say, yes, but you are still naked. It's not even implied at this point. Just because you've got skin covering it doesn't mean you have a pass. With that kind of reasoning, surely then somebody can be completely topless if they just colour their nipples in with felt tip. Because Boogie's quite well known, he's a Twitch partner, because he's well known for his subs and obviously his monumental fall losing so much to crypto and for being a lolcow on lolcow Live. Dexter2 had tweeted this out with an article. Quote from Boogie when this happened, Daddy will show it all before chancing black bar. If when doing this, Boogie had kept the bar where it was, taken his trousers off, it could have been seen as implied, but he decided to move the bar as well. According to Dexer2, this is Boogie's very first ban on Twitch. So I'm sure as we go through this, we'll be able to discuss whether or not Boogie would be unbanned or is unbanned. It's important to provide all the context and how others respond to this. Keemstar had tweeted this out, an image of the stream in fact with the censor bar, with the caption Twitch 2023. In the chat to Boogie's, BBM Keemstar's a stupid and Boogie stop. Boogie went to his Twitter and put out a 39-second video saying, "You wrongfully banned me at Twitch. This is disgusting ableist behavior." Now he explained in the video that I cannot play, that because of the loose skin in his lower abdominal region, he has an extra pouch of skin that obscures genitals. Therefore, he should be allowed to do this, and that he's ableist, could also be argued to be sexist, to do this. He did follow it up later with, "You can see more on my OnlyFans link in bio," and yes, he does in fact have an OnlyFupa. I will not be showing images of that. There is a Jabba the Hutt thing, and well, I'll tell you what, that is something. Sure, it's something. He retweeted streamer bans by saying, "I got banned from Twitch for showing my loose skin. Twitch is ableist. This is disgusting." Readers added context. Boogie was fully nude when banned. Twitch's community guidelines under sensitive content clearly outlines that you must cover the area extending from your hips to the bottom of your pelvis and buttocks, and we don't permit streamers to be fully or partially nude. They included a link to Twitch's terms of service. That is quite clear. Those rules I went through in the very first video I did on this subject of the new meta. The second, in fact I've done it in every single one to make it quite clear that there may be a loophole you think you can exploit, but the reality is the rules are quite clear. Okay, they're also a bit nebulous, but in this instance, very clear, and that is vitally important. On Loghow Live's Twitter, members streamed last night. Keemstar, Tommy C YouTube members. Okay, now lose your Twitch channel. Boogie gets up and, well, gets banned for it. Yes, there's the meme, it's glorious. Boogie retweeted Bad Luck Blotto, who had said the issue most people have is it's a platform generally targeted towards children. If you ever streamed on Twitch, most of your audience is probably going to be 12 to 16-year-olds just bored looking to watch somebody game. This is too much. Boogie had said, "I was live for 3 minutes and only had 20 folks in the stream at the time. I knew for certain no kids would see it. My goal was to troll all women who do this, troll Twitch, and hopefully get them to review their policies that allows this. Also, it's just a joke, bruh." Okay. Okay, so it's ableist and it's this. Okay, we got 2 so far. 2 reasons. Okay, I want this to be known as a point because I think there's more points. Yes. Boogie later went on to retweet his initial video tweet by saying, "What happened to all you supporters who love to see women naked on Twitch? Your simp is showing." Of course, he's highlighting the one rule for me but not for thee, or one rule for thee but not for me, depending on your interpretation of events. There is always preferential treatment everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go, and of course, it should be highlighted this disparity. At the same time though, I'm going to respect one's individual right to choose who they find attractive and willing to simp for. If you want to simp for me, it's my Amazon wish list. Thank you. Immortal had replied to Boogie by saying, "I feel bad for your girlfriend. No way she can genuinely enjoy being sexual with you." To which Boogie retweeted, "Googled demisexuality, you literal buffoon." After seeing the Jabba the 2988 cosplay thing with her acting as Leia, it looked a bit strange. But you know what? Who am I to judge who one finds attractive, who one is drawn towards via some kind of magnetism? Loghow Live had tweeted, "Boogie2988 is lawsuit against Twitch." To which Boogie retweeted, "Help me sue Twitch." Keemstar. So Twitch is letting all the girls get naked, but this £400 land whale got banned for doing black bar meta. Accompanying that is a rather awkward exchange from a boxing event over the weekend, with Cristiano Ronaldo barely listening to Conor McGregor, who's trying to hold a conversation. It is right to point out there is an obvious disparity. If that is another point to highlight, to go with ableism and comedy, then we can add it to the list. It's going to be a growing list. Boogie retweeted Jules Garrison had said, "I'm willing to bet this was intentional, segueing the publicity from getting banned into an OnlyFans account, the ban spawning a debate, in turn potentially increasing subscribers that want to support the dude who was unfairly banned. OnlyFupa is more fruitful than Twitch." Boogie, you're wrong. It was to promote the Lolcow podcast actually. Now if true, that's a point, because Keemstar had, and I put it in a This Week at Twitter recently, absolutely lambasted him, Wings, Tommy, for failing to promote their show but also to be in the premiere chat for the show. LOLcow Live right now is doing okay on views, but is going through a little bit of a slump compared to when it started. That is quite normal. Shows do have a rise plateau and they sort of lose a bit. It happens on YouTube. It's quite common with the economy itself. So it does need to be promoted on a regular basis to help it to continue to grow. And I think that would be vitally important for things like LOLcow Live to succeed. And I will say this now, I want LOLcow Live to succeed. I really do. I want Boogie to do well. I want Wings to do well. I want Keemstar to do well as well to an extent. Although the man has done well already, there's nothing wrong with continuing to thrive and succeed, is there? Boogie did later tweet, "I love you guys, all this fake drama and chaos is so much fun. Thanks for being part of it and Merry Moistmas." Keemstar,
"I marked the community note as wrong and you should too."
Because Boogie did cover his lower body, he covered it with his upper body skin. A semantics argument from a previous post we've seen already in this. The community note I went through with the terms of service. While I do agree that his upper body skin covered his lower body, he was not wearing clothing on his lower body. This is something that is vitally important. If you want to be pedantic enough, you point out that the hot tub streamers weren't wearing things that covered their buttocks, which are in the terms of service. And those that were doing those booty leggings streams, the ASMR things, with their bottoms quite clearly near the camera, doing ASMR stuff, only had a marginal amount of clothing that was so tight you could tell if they had an IUD or not. Unfortunately for Boogie, his real Christmas gift came, well, not long after this, in the form of a COVID test. F, of course, in the comments for Boogie2988. However, there is an upside to this, because I took the liberty to go to streamerbans.com. At time of recording, on the 26th of December, 7 hours earlier, which would be by my time, 9 AM, Boogie2988, after 3 days, had been unbanned, which means he has the ability to make whatever he makes on Twitch again. No doubt to a triumphant return. If he did this to manufacture drama to drum up additional views for LOLcow Live, I'd like to believe that could yield a positive outcome in the short term. In the long term, it doesn't. Because the only real way you're going to continue to thrive and succeed is by putting on good shows and for it to be shared by others. For it to be promoted by others and yourselves included. Constantly just retweeting LOLcow Live and Keemstar won't do it because people are going to get bored of seeing that. Of course, something that really would help is getting people like Chris Chan, Darkside Phil, hell, Drakenlord, get Dankula on. He's not a LOLcow, but he does cover some. People who carry weight with their names who can take a joke and throw back. And Darkside Phil.